Your soulmate wants a secret meeting, but their heart is all ready. Hello, beloved soul, and welcome to Angel Messages for You. If you're hearing this, know that divine guidance has led you here at this sacred moment. There is a powerful message of heavenly connection waiting to touch your heart today. This sacred space is where angelic wisdom finds a voice, bringing you comfort, clarity, and divine revelation for your journey. If these words resonate with your spirit, we invite you to join our spiritual family by subscribing to this channel. When you subscribe, you are opening a direct pathway for more celestial guidance to find its way to you. You are telling the universe, I am ready to receive my divine blessings. If this message speaks to your soul, please share your light in the comments below. Your words create a powerful circle of spiritual energy that uplifts everyone who visits here. We invite you to share your experiences, or simply type, I receive this heavenly connection, to add your voice to our sacred community. For those who feel called to support this channel in a deeper way, you can send a super thanks. This beautiful energy exchange helps us continue sharing these messages with souls around the world who need hope and spiritual direction. Your support helps spread divine light to those who are searching for answers. Now, find a comfortable space, take a gentle breath, and open your heart to receive this message directly from the angels. Beloved soul, this secret desire they carry is growing stronger by the day. It's not just a thought anymore, and it's a plan. It's not just a dream, it's an intention. It's not just a fantasy. It's a decision that's forming deep within their heart. The angels say they are rehearsing this moment over and over in their mind. They imagine where they'll meet you. They imagine what they'll wear. They imagine how your eyes will look when they finally speak the words they've held back for so long. They're trying to find the right way to approach you, not to impress you, but to honor the sacredness of what they feel. They don't want this to be rushed. They don't want it to feel like a coincidence. They want it to feel destined. Type this in the comments to declare your readiness. I am prepared for divine connection. They're thinking about every possibility. Should they surprise you with a message that changes everything? Should they plan a moment that feels like fate? Should they simply appear, letting their presence speak louder than any words? Each scenario plays out differently in their mind, but the conclusion is always the same. They need to see you. They need to feel the reality of what their soul has always known. They need to be near the one who makes their heart feel whole. And when they picture it, their heart races. Their hands tremble. Their breath catches, because this is no ordinary meeting. It's the one they've been praying for. They imagine sitting across from you, watching the way you smile when you're a little nervous. They imagine the comfort of conversation flowing naturally, as if no time has passed. They imagine the moment when words become unnecessary because the connection speaks for itself. Write this in the comments as a faith-filled affirmation. The meeting meant for us is already aligning. They are preparing not just to talk, but to confess, to say everything they've been too afraid to share, to reveal the depth of their feelings without hiding behind half-truths or careful silence. They want to tell you that you've been their anchor through seasons of chaos. They want to confess that every attempt to move on only led them back to thoughts of you. They want to admit that you are not just a chapter, you are the story they want to write for the rest of their life. They are ready to speak about the prayers they've whispered, the ones where your name slipped from their lips without them even realizing. They are ready to explain the signs they've seen, the ones that confirmed this love is not ordinary, but orchestrated by heaven itself. They are ready to lay their heart bare because holding it in is no longer an option. Declare this in the comments to claim this energy. Their heart is preparing to speak truth. They want this meeting to be the turning point, the bridge between what was and what will be. They're hoping that once they speak their truth, everything will begin to align. They're hoping that once their heart is on the table, yours will meet it halfway. And beloved, they're terrified. Terrified of the vulnerability, terrified of the possibility that you might not feel the same, terrified of how much power you hold because you hold their heart. But despite the fear, they're moving forward. Because the idea of never trying is scarier than any rejection. Because the thought of never knowing what could have been keeps them awake at night. Because the love they feel has become too real to suppress. Comment this to declare your agreement with heaven's timing. Fear cannot stop what God has already written. They've spoken to God about this moment. They've asked for signs. They've begged for courage. They've prayed that when they step forward, you'll be ready too, and heaven is responding, aligning divine timing, creating divine opportunities, preparing both of your hearts for a divine conversation. This meeting will not be about superficial talk. It will be about truth. It will not be about small talk. It will be about soul talk. It will not be about the past. It will be about forever. Tap like if you feel this alignment stirring. And hit subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you don't miss the moment heaven speaks directly into your story. And sow into this prophetic word by sending a super thanks, declaring your faith that love is aligning now. They are closer to reaching out than you think. The decision is no longer if, it's when. The question is no longer should I, it's how soon. And beloved, when they finally ask to meet, you'll understand why the wait was necessary. You'll understand why the silence was preparation. You'll understand why heaven needed you both to grow before this moment arrived, because this will not be just a meeting. It will be a divine encounter. It will be the spark that sets destiny into motion. It will be the moment that changes everything. And as they look into your eyes, trembling, honest, and full of love, they will know they are exactly where they are meant to be. They will know they are standing before the person their soul has chosen. They will know this is the beginning of the life they've always dreamed of. Finalize this prophetic declaration in the comments. This meeting is the start of our forever. Because, beloved, that is exactly what heaven is preparing. Not just a conversation, but a future. Not just a meeting, but a miracle. Not just a moment, but a destiny unfolding before your eyes. Beloved soul, there is something deeper happening beneath the surface of this meeting they want with you. It's not just about finally speaking their truth. It's about revealing the depth of their heart in a way they've never done before. It's about creating a sacred space where nothing stands between you. Not fear, not pride, not the weight of the past. And every day, that desire is growing stronger. It's no longer a gentle pull, it's an urgency. It's no longer a soft nudge, it's a divine push. It's no longer a fleeting thought, it's a soul mission. They're waking up with you on their mind. They're going to bed with your name in their prayers. And during the moments in between, their heart keeps whispering, I need to see them. I need to speak. I need to know. If this resonates with your spirit, type this in the comments. I am ready for the meeting heaven has planned. They have questions they've never asked out loud, questions only you can answer. They want to know if you felt the same magnetic pull. They want to know if their absence left a space in your heart too. They want to know if you've been dreaming of a future that includes them. And more than anything, they want clarity. Because clarity will give them the courage to take the next step. Clarity will give them the peace to move forward without fear. Clarity will give them the confidence to stop holding back and finally build the life they've imagined. This meeting isn't about rekindling something small. It's about igniting something eternal. It's about stepping into the story that heaven has been writing all along. Speak this declaration in the comments. Destiny is aligning our hearts. They are preparing themselves for this moment more than you know. They are practicing conversations in their mind over and over again. They are writing messages and deleting them, trying to find the perfect words. They are talking to God about you, asking Him for wisdom and courage, and heaven is responding. Doors are opening. Divine timing is aligning. The circumstances are shifting to bring this meeting into reality. It might happen suddenly, a message when you least expect it. It might happen softly, a request that seems simple but holds a deeper meaning. It might happen boldly, a confession that changes everything. But one thing is certain, it will happen. Type this prophetic word in the comments as a sign of faith. I am aligned with divine timing. And when it does, you will see a side of them you've never seen before. You'll see vulnerability in their eyes. You'll hear sincerity in their voice. You'll feel the depth of their love in the pauses between their words. They might tell you about the nights they couldn't sleep because they were thinking about you. They might reveal how many times they almost reached out but stopped themselves out of fear. They might admit that nothing in their life felt complete without you in it. And as they speak, something will shift, not just in them, but in you. The walls will come down, the doubts will fade, the pieces will start to fall into place. Write this in the comments if you're ready for breakthrough. This meeting will unlock everything, because this moment isn't just about closure. It's about confirmation. It's about revelation. It's about stepping into a future that neither of you could reach until now. They want this meeting to be the start of a journey, one where you walk hand in hand. They want to build trust, not just connection. They want to plant roots, not just feelings. They want to create a legacy, not just memories. And deep down, they are praying that when the time comes, you'll be ready to meet them halfway, that you'll be ready to listen, that you'll be ready to receive their heart, that you'll be ready to speak yours too. If you're ready for love to rise, comment, I receive this divine connection. This is why heaven is preparing you. Because when this meeting happens, you'll need to be grounded in faith. You'll need to be anchored in truth. You'll need to be open to what God is trying to build through this union. It won't be a random conversation. It will be a divine appointment. It won't be just two people talking. It will be two souls realigning. It won't be the end of a chapter. It will be the beginning of a story that was written before time began. Tap like if you believe this meeting is being orchestrated by heaven. And send a super thanks as a faith seed, declaring that love is on its way and destiny is already moving. Beloved, this is not wishful thinking. This is divine reality. Their heart is too full to stay silent. Their soul is too drawn to stay distant. Their love is too strong to stay hidden. And soon, the words they were too afraid to say will become the conversation that changes everything. The silence that once confused you will give way to the clarity you've been praying for. The longing that once ached in your spirit will turn into the reality you've always dreamed of. Seal this prophetic moment in the comments. The meeting is already written, and it's on its way. Because, beloved, it is. It's closer than you think. It's bigger than you imagine, and it's more sacred than you know. This is not just love. This is heaven bringing two souls back into divine alignment. And nothing, no fear, no delay, no distance, can stop what's already been written in the stars. Beloved soul, the closer this moment gets, the stronger the pull becomes. It's as if the universe itself is conspiring to bring your paths together. Every sign, every thought, every coincidence is pointing toward one thing. The meeting that will change everything. And deep down, you can feel it too. Your spirit knows something is about to shift. Your heart senses that a door is about to open. Your soul whispers, "Get ready." It's almost time. They are not just thinking about seeing you, they're envisioning it. They're picturing what they'll say when their eyes meet yours. They're rehearsing how they'll reveal the feelings they've hidden for so long. They're dreaming about the peace that will flood their soul once they finally speak their truth. Comment this to activate the word over your life. I am ready for this divine meeting, because this won't be just another conversation. It will be a soul exchange. It will be a divine unveiling. It will be the moment where everything unsaid finally finds a voice. They want this encounter to feel sacred, something that doesn't happen every day. They're hoping you'll look into their eyes and see the love they've been holding back. They're praying you'll feel the sincerity in their words, the depth in their heart, and the truth in their actions. And make no mistake, their intentions go far beyond words. They're not planning this meeting just to confess their feelings. They're planning it because they want to build something real. They want to ask about your dreams and how they can be part of them. They want to hear about your fears and how they can help you carry them. They want to share their future and invite you to write it with them. Declare this in the comments as a sign of faith. I'm ready to build love on purpose. This is why heaven says, do not be afraid, because this connection was never meant to remain unspoken. It was never meant to live only in thoughts and prayers. It was meant to manifest in real moments, real choices, and real love. They may appear calm on the outside, but their heart is racing. They're anxious, excited, terrified, and hopeful, all at once. And every time they think of backing out, something stronger than fear pulls them forward. You. They remember the way your smile lit up their darkest days. They remember the kindness in your words when they felt unworthy. They remember how your presence felt like home even before they understood why. If you feel this tug in your spirit too, write this below. My heart is ready to receive. This meeting is more than just a chance to talk. It's a chance to heal. It's a chance to forgive. It's a chance to rewrite the story from a place of maturity, faith, and love. They're coming not to repeat the past, but to redeem it. Not to reopen old wounds, but to close them with love. Not to create confusion, but to bring clarity that sets both of you free. They want you to know how much they've grown, how deeply they've reflected, how much they've prayed for this exact moment. They want to show you that this isn't just nostalgia, it's destiny. It's not just longing, it's alignment. It's not just emotion, it's purpose. Write this declaration in the comments to align with heaven. This meeting will fulfill God's plan. And here's what you must know. They're not coming with empty promises. They're coming with intentions. They're coming with plans. They're coming with a heart that wants to love you not just for a moment, but for a lifetime. They've imagined building a home with you. They've envisioned holidays and anniversaries with you. They've seen themselves walking through every season of life with you and hand in hand, heart to heart. And the closer this meeting approaches, the harder it is for them to hide those feelings. They're dropping hints. They're checking in. They're finding reasons to reach out. If you're believing for this encounter, type, I receive divine alignment now. Beloved, heaven is saying this meeting is not a possibility. It's a promise. It's not a maybe. It's a matter of divine timing. It's not a coincidence. It's part of the plan written over your life. So prepare your heart. Pray over the moment. Ask God to give you discernment, peace, and wisdom. Because when it happens, you'll need to walk into it not with fear, but with faith. Tap like if you're claiming this prophetic word as your own. Hit subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you don't miss the next divine revelation. And send a super thanks to sow a seed of faith into the love story that heaven is writing just for you. This is not just about two people meeting. It's about two souls aligning with God's plan. It's about promises being fulfilled and prayers being answered. It's about love stepping out of the unseen and into reality. Finalize this moment in the comments by writing, "The meeting is coming, and I am ready." Because, beloved, it is coming. And when it does, everything that once felt unfinished will finally make sense. The silence will turn into speech. The distance will turn into closeness, and the longing will turn into a love story that heaven itself has been waiting to write. Beloved soul, the closer they get to this divine meeting, the more their soul wrestles within them. They try to go about their daily life as if nothing is happening, but everything reminds them of you. A song on the radio stops them in their tracks. A place you once mentioned lingers in their mind until they drive by it accidentally. Even in their quiet moments, they whisper your name under their breath without realizing it. This is not just emotion anymore. This is spiritual gravity. This is destiny pulling two souls back into alignment. And the weight of that pull is getting too strong for them to resist. Type this in the comments as your prophetic declaration. My destiny connection is aligning now. They think about what they will say when they finally see you. Should they start with an apology? Should they confess the depth of their feelings immediately? Should they just hold you and let silence speak for them? They've rewritten the moment 1,000 times in their mind. But every version ends the same way, with them not wanting to let you go. They're realizing something powerful. This isn't just a meeting. It's a sacred appointment. It's a God-orchestrated moment designed to change both of your lives. It's the bridge between past and future, between what was and what's about to be. And beloved, the reason this moment is so intense is because they have something to tell you. Something they've never shared with anyone else. Something that's been locked deep inside their soul. They want to tell you that your absence made them realize your worth. They want to admit that their pride once blinded them to what was right in front of them. They want to confess that every "I'm fine" was a lie, because they were never truly fine without you. Write this below as a sign that you are ready. I'm prepared to hear the truth. And here's the truth they will reveal. They never stopped loving you. Not for a day, not for a moment. Even when life pulled them in different directions, even when distance grew between you, their heart always found its way back to you in the quiet. They'll tell you that no one else could ever compare. They'll tell you that every attempt to move on felt hollow and meaningless. They'll tell you that every plan for the future felt incomplete because you weren't in it. And this realization has done something radical to their spirit. It's made them brave. Brave enough to face rejection if it means telling you the truth. Brave enough to risk everything if it means building something real. Brave enough to follow the pull of God's hand, even when fear tries to hold them back. If this resonates with your spirit, type this powerful phrase, "I choose faith over fear." This meeting they are planning isn't about curiosity. It's about covenant. It's about stepping into the next chapter of a story that was written long before either of you knew. And heaven is orchestrating every detail. The timing, the location, even the emotions that will rise when your eyes finally meet. They imagine you forgiving them. They imagine you smiling and saying, "I've been waiting too." They imagine the moment you both realize that nothing was lost. It was only being prepared. This thought makes their heart race. It makes their hands tremble. It makes them pray harder than they ever have before, because now they understand this isn't just about love. It's about purpose. It's about destiny. It's about two people being called to walk a divine path together. Type this now to agree with heaven. I am ready for divine purpose with my soulmate. And beloved, the angels want you to prepare too. not just by hoping, but by positioning your heart, by forgiving, by releasing resentment, by clearing space in your life for the love that's about to walk in. They are not coming to play games. They are not coming to waste your time. They are coming to build, to commit, to stay. And when this meeting happens, everything will make sense. Every unanswered question will finally find its answer. Every delay will reveal its purpose. Every tear will prove it was watering the ground for a harvest of joy. Declare this boldly in the comments. I receive the love that was meant for me. Beloved soul, if this message stirs your heart, it's because heaven is preparing you. The story is unfolding. The prayers are being answered. The love you've been waiting for is making its way toward you. One step, one heartbeat, one decision at a time. So now is the moment to stay ready. Stay in faith. Stay in alignment with what God is doing. And if this word speaks to you, show heaven you're in agreement. Tap like as your act of faith. And send a super thanks to sow a seed into the love story that heaven is preparing. Finally, speak this powerful phrase into the comments. The meeting is coming, and I'm ready to receive everything God has planned, because it is coming. And when it does, you'll understand why every step of the journey, every wait, every tear, every moment of silence was necessary to bring you both to this sacred point of destiny. Beloved soul. The closer they get to this divine meeting, the more their soul wrestles within them. They try to go about their daily life as if nothing is happening, but everything reminds them of you. A song on the radio stops them in their tracks. A place you once mentioned lingers in their mind until they drive by it accidentally. Even in their quiet moments, they whisper your name under their breath without realizing it. This is not just emotion anymore. This is spiritual gravity. This is destiny pulling two souls back into alignment. And the weight of that pull is getting too strong for them to resist. Type this in the comments as your prophetic declaration. My destiny connection is aligning now. They think about what they will say when they finally see you. Should they start with an apology? Should they confess the depth of their feelings immediately? Should they just hold you and let silence speak for them? They've rewritten the moment 1,000 times in their mind. But every version ends the same way, with them not wanting to let you go. They are realizing something powerful. This isn't just a meeting. It's a sacred appointment. It's a God-orchestrated moment designed to change both of your lives. It's the bridge between past and future, between what was and what's about to be. And beloved, the reason this moment is so intense is because they have something to tell you, something they've never shared with anyone else, something that's been locked deep inside their soul. They want to tell you that your absence made them realize your worth. They want to admit that their pride once blinded them to what was right in front of them. They want to confess that every "I'm fine" was a lie, because they were never truly fine without you. Write this below as a sign that you are ready. I'm prepared to hear the truth. And here's the truth they will reveal. They never stopped loving you. Not for a day, not for a moment. Even when life pulled them in different directions, even when distance grew between you, their heart always found its way back to you in the quiet. They'll tell you that no one else could ever compare. They'll tell you that every attempt to move on felt hollow and meaningless. They'll tell you that every plan for the future felt incomplete because you weren't in it. And this realization has done something radical to their spirit. It's made them brave. Brave enough to face rejection if it means telling you the truth. Brave enough to risk everything if it means building something real. Brave enough to follow the pull of God's hand, even when fear tries to hold them back. If this resonates with your spirit, type this powerful phrase, I choose faith over fear. This meeting they are planning isn't about curiosity. It's about covenant. It's about stepping into the next chapter of a story that was written long before either of you knew. And heaven is orchestrating every detail. The timing, the location, even the emotions that will rise when your eyes finally meet. They imagine you forgiving them. They imagine you smiling and saying, "I've been waiting too." They imagine the moment you both realize that nothing was lost. It was only being prepared. This thought makes their heart race. It makes their hands tremble. It makes them pray harder than they ever have before, because now they understand this isn't just about love. It's about purpose. It's about destiny. It's about two people being called to walk a divine path together. Type this now to agree with heaven. I am ready for divine purpose with my soulmate. And beloved, the angels want you to prepare too. Not just by hoping, but by positioning your heart, by forgiving, by releasing resentment, by clearing space in your life for the love that's about to walk in. They are not coming to play games. They are not coming to waste your time. They are coming to build, to commit, to stay. And when this meeting happens, everything will make sense. Every unanswered question will finally find its answer. Every delay will reveal its purpose. Every tear will prove it was watering the ground for a harvest of joy. Declare this boldly in the comments. I receive the love that was meant for me. Beloved soul, if this message stirs your heart, it's because heaven is preparing you. The story is unfolding. The prayers are being answered. The love you've been waiting for is making its way toward you. One step, one heartbeat, one decision at a time. So now is the moment to stay ready. Stay in faith. Stay in alignment with what God is doing. And if this word speaks to you, show heaven you're in agreement. And tap like as your act of faith. And send a super thanks to sow a seed into the love story that heaven is preparing. Finally, speak this powerful phrase into the comments. The meeting is coming, and I'm ready to receive everything God has planned, because it is coming. And when it does, you'll understand why every step of the journey, every wait, every tear, every moment of silence was necessary to bring you both to this sacred point of destiny. Beloved soul. Even now, as you read these words, something is shifting in the atmosphere. You may not see it yet with your eyes, but your spirit can feel it. It's subtle. It's sacred. It's the tug of two hearts being drawn closer, not by human effort, but by divine design. This person, they're rehearsing what they'll say when they finally see you. They're pacing the floor late at night, wondering how to begin the conversation. They're practicing sentences in the mirror, deleting messages they write and rewriting them again. Because they want this moment to be perfect. Because deep down, they know this isn't just another meeting. This is the one that could change everything. Comment this as a declaration of faith. I am ready for my divine meeting. They are thinking about the look in your eyes. They're wondering if you'll smile when you see them. They're praying you'll give them a chance to explain everything they couldn't say before. Every what if that has haunted them is now becoming a what if we try again. They replay the past in their mind, not to regret it, but to understand it. Every mistake becomes a lesson. Every moment of silence becomes motivation. Every goodbye becomes proof that love this deep cannot be erased. The angels say this desire to meet isn't impulsive. It's been building over time. It's been growing with every unanswered prayer. It's been woven into their heart with every sleepless night. And now, heaven is whispering to them, it's time. They want to tell you what they've never said out loud, that even in your absence, you were always present. In their thoughts, in their prayers, in their future plans. They want to tell you that the love they feel for you isn't just a spark. It's a steady flame that refuses to go out. Declare it in the comments. I believe my love story is being written now. And this meeting, it's not just about reconciliation. It's about revelation. It's about finally understanding why the wait was necessary, why the distance was part of the plan, why God separated you, not to end the story, but to strengthen it. Because during the separation, they grew, they matured, they learned how to love selflessly. They learned the value of your presence. They learned that a love like yours isn't something to run from. It's something to cherish and protect. Now they're ready to show up differently. Not with uncertainties, but with intention. Not with confusion, but with clarity. Not with half-hearted effort, but with wholehearted commitment. Type this below to speak it into existence. I am ready for wholehearted love. They are imagining a future where they no longer have to guess how you feel. A future where conversations flow freely, where love is expressed openly, where prayers are answered in the form of shared dreams and united hearts. And this is what they want to say when they see you. I'm done running. I'm done hiding. I'm done pretending I don't care. They want to look into your eyes and say, you are my answered prayer. And I want to build a life with you, beloved. Can you feel it? That's not just longing. That's destiny preparing to manifest. That's not just emotion. That's purpose aligning itself with God's perfect timing. Comment this powerful phrase if you're claiming it. My destiny and theirs are aligning now, and heaven wants you to prepare too. Prepare your heart to receive love without fear. Prepare your spirit to forgive what needs forgiving. Prepare your life to make space for the blessing that's coming. Because this person isn't coming back to repeat old cycles. They're coming back to start a new story. They're coming back with a deeper love, a stronger faith, and a clearer purpose. They're coming back ready to choose you, not just for a season, but for a lifetime. They've talked to God about you. They've prayed for a sign, and every sign leads them back to this. You are the one. Write this in the comments if you believe it. I am the one their soul is searching for. And when that message comes, when they ask to see you, when they finally say, can we talk? Know that it's more than curiosity. It's surrender. It's vulnerability. It's love showing up in its purest form. So stand in faith, beloved. And while you wait, don't forget to anchor this message with action. Tap like if you're ready for this chapter to unfold. And sow into this prophetic word with a super thanks as a symbol of your agreement with God's timing. One last declaration. Comment it boldly below. I am ready for the meeting that changes everything, because it is coming. And when it does, you'll understand that this was never about timing. It was about transformation. The wait wasn't a delay, it was divine preparation. And soon, love will walk back into your life, not as it left, but as it was always meant to be, beloved soul. Even as you breathe right now, heaven is weaving something together. Threads of destiny are being pulled closer, and the person who has been hiding their heart is closer to revealing it than they have ever been before. They are thinking about that secret meeting more and more with each passing day. It's not a fleeting thought anymore. It's a plan. It's a desire so strong that it's starting to overflow into their actions. They find themselves almost texting you, almost calling you, almost driving to the places where they know they might see you. It's like their heart has a mind of its own, and every thought leads back to you. They're wondering how you'll react when they reach out. They're imagining the look on your face when you see them again. They're praying you'll give them a chance to explain everything they've been too afraid to say. Declare this with faith in the comments. I am ready for our divine reunion. They know they didn't get everything right before. They know they made mistakes. Maybe by walking away, maybe by staying silent when they should have spoken. But this time feels different. This time they're not driven by impulse. This time they're guided by purpose. And purpose is stronger than fear. They've been seeking advice, talking to trusted friends, even asking God for signs. And every sign, every word, every prayer keeps pointing them back to you, to this connection, to the story that refuses to end. Type this in the comments as a prophetic act. What's meant for me is finding its way back. They're imagining the moment they finally say the words they've been holding back. I never stopped thinking about you. I never stopped loving you. I always hoped we'd find our way back. And when they say it, it won't be out of nostalgia, and it will be from a place of revelation, because now they see the truth clearly. They see that you're not just someone who crossed their path, you are the path. You're not just a memory, you're the future. They will confess how deeply they regretted letting you go. They will admit how many nights they stared at their phone wanting to reach out but stopping themselves. They will tell you how many times they saw something that reminded them of you and felt a lump in their throat. They will reveal how often they whispered your name in prayer. Speak it over your story by commenting, I am ready to hear the truth their heart has been hiding. And beloved, this meeting, it's not going to be surface level. It won't be polite small talk or meaningless conversation. It will be raw. It will be real. It will be the kind of honesty that brings healing and clarity. They might tell you about the fears that kept them away, the insecurities they wrestled with, the lies they believed about themselves. They might tell you that they didn't feel worthy of your love, but now they're ready to try, and when they speak, you'll hear the difference. You'll feel the maturity, you'll sense the growth, because they're not coming back as the same person who left. They're coming back as someone transformed by longing, by faith, by divine timing. Write this as your declaration of agreement. I am ready for transformed love. They're not just imagining a conversation, they're envisioning a future. They picture building a home with you. They imagine supporting your dreams and having you support theirs. They see shared laughter, shared tears, shared purpose. They want to talk about where they went wrong and how they plan to make it right. They want to discuss how to build something that lasts. They want to co-create a life that reflects the love God always intended for you both. And that's why the angels say this meeting is sacred. It's not just two people sitting down to talk. It's two souls stepping into alignment. It's two destinies being woven together. Comment this to release it into the atmosphere. I am ready for alignment and divine timing. Beloved, prepare your heart. Because what's about to happen isn't just a conversation, it's confirmation. Confirmation that love was never lost. Confirmation that destiny never detoured. Confirmation that God's promises never fail. And while you wait, anchor your faith with action. Tap like if you're ready for this sacred meeting to unfold. And give a super thanks to sow into this prophetic word and seal it in faith. One last thing. Type this boldly in the comments to declare it over your life. I am ready to meet the one my soul is tied to, because beloved, that meeting is closer than you think. And when it happens, it will not just change your relationship, it will change the course of your destiny. What was once silence will turn into deep conversation. What was once distance will become closeness. What was once longing will transform into love fulfilled. The moment they ask to see you is the moment everything begins to unfold, just as heaven always intended. Beloved soul. The closer this moment approaches, the more their heart aches to bridge the distance. It's not just a desire anymore, it's a need to speak what's been buried, a need to reveal what's been hidden, a need to stand before you and say, I choose you. They're imagining that moment again and again. They're picturing themselves walking toward you, hesitant at first, but guided by something stronger than fear. They're practicing their words in their head, rewriting them 100 times because none of them seem big enough to express what's inside. They're pacing the floor late at night, wondering how you'll react. Will you smile? Will you cry? Will you let them explain? Type this as a declaration of faith. I'm ready for the love that's returning to me. They're terrified of rejection, but more terrified of regret. They're scared you might have moved on, but even more afraid of never trying. And so, every hesitation they feel is slowly being drowned out by a louder voice, the voice of destiny whispering, "Go." They think about the first thing they'll say when they see you again. Will they apologize for the silence? Will they confess that they never stopped thinking about you? Will they simply look at you and let their eyes speak the truth that words can't capture? Because here's the truth, beloved, they're not just planning to talk. They're planning to show you through their actions, show you through their effort, show you through the way they choose you again and again. Write this in the comments to align with this moment. I am ready to be chosen. This meeting they're dreaming about is more than a reunion. It's a turning point. It's a chance to rewrite the story, not from where it broke, but from where it was always meant to bloom. They're thinking about the things they never appreciated enough before. How you listened to them without judgment. How you stood by them when they were unsure of themselves. How your presence brought peace to their chaos. And now those memories sting. Not because they're painful, but because they remind them of what they never want to lose again. They're realizing that no one else brought that same peace. No one else understood their soul the way you did. No one else made them feel like home. Declare this out loud and in the comments. I am the home their heart is searching for. They know they can't erase the past, but they want to redeem it. They want to write a new chapter, one filled with honesty, consistency, and unwavering love. They want to rebuild trust, not just with promises, but with actions that prove they're here to stay. They're praying about how to approach you. They're asking heaven for the right words. They're seeking signs that the timing is right. And heaven keeps sending the same answer. It's time. Because this connection is no longer about possibility. It's about purpose. It's no longer about what ifs. It's about divine timing. And divine timing is never early, never late. It's perfect. Speak this prophetic phrase below. I am ready for divine timing to unfold. When they see you, don't be surprised if emotions overcome them. They might cry. They might laugh nervously. They might stumble over their words. Because the weight of this moment, the years, the distance, the longing, will all come rushing back at once. But more than anything, you will feel their sincerity. You will see it in their eyes. You will hear it in their voice. You will know deep down that this isn't just a meeting, it's a homecoming. Write this in the comments if you're ready for that homecoming. I am ready to receive what's mine. And beloved, here's what heaven wants you to understand. This moment is not just about love. It's about healing. It's about redemption. It's about God taking what was once broken and using it to build something unshakable. The word reminds us, behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth, do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19, and that new thing is happening now. It's rising from the ashes of the past. It's growing from the seeds planted in silence. It's forming in the space where longing meets faith. Proclaim this boldly in the comments. I am ready for the new thing God is doing. Every delay was necessary. Every tear had purpose. Every unanswered question was preparing you for this divine alignment. And now, alignment is here. Before long, you will see their name appear on your screen. You will hear a familiar voice saying, "Can we meet?" You will feel the presence of someone who never truly left. And when that moment comes, beloved, everything will shift. The questions will fade. The uncertainty will dissolve, and the love that was once hidden will stand boldly in the light. Anchor your faith in action. Tap like if you believe this sacred meeting is coming. And give a super thanks to sow a seed into the love story heaven is writing for you. Now, take a breath and comment this final prophetic phrase: I am ready for the love that was always mine to return. Because it is returning. And when it does, you'll see that this wasn't just a meeting. It was the moment destiny finally caught up with your heart, beloved soul. The closer this moment gets, the stronger the pull becomes. It's not just a passing idea in their heart anymore. It's a fire that refuses to be put out. It's the thought that keeps them awake at night. It's the reason they pause mid-conversation, lost in memories of you. It's the reason they pray quietly, asking God to give them the courage to step forward. They are imagining the very details of this meeting now. The place, the timing, the words they'll say, the way they'll look into your eyes, searching for a sign that your heart still feels what theirs does. Comment this if your spirit is ready. I am prepared for our divine meeting. They rehearse what they'll say, but every time they do, their emotions take over. Because this isn't just about words. It's about everything they couldn't say before. It's about every I miss you they swallowed. Every I'm sorry they never got to speak. Every I still love you they've been carrying in silence. And now, that silence is too heavy to hold. It's breaking apart inside them, urging them to speak, to act, to move. They picture the moment they finally see you again. They imagine the electricity in the air, the way the world will fade into the background. They picture themselves taking a deep breath before telling you everything, the good, the bad, the regret, the hope. Declare this with faith in the comments. I am ready to hear their heart. They're not looking for perfection anymore. They're not expecting you to have all the answers. They just want truth. They just want connection. They just want a chance, one chance, to show you that this time is different. And beloved, it will be different. Because this time, they're not approaching you from a place of confusion. They're approaching you from a place of clarity. This time, they're not running from their feelings. They're running toward them. This time, they're not wondering if you're meant to be. They know you are. They've been thinking about the prayers you both whispered separately. They've been realizing how God has been preparing both of you, healing wounds, strengthening faith, aligning purpose. They can now see how every delay, every silence, every tear was not wasted. It was shaping the perfect moment for this divine meeting. Type this in the comments as a prophetic declaration. The waiting was preparation, not punishment. They are preparing themselves emotionally for whatever happens. They know this meeting will require vulnerability. They know it will require humility. They know it might even require them to face the pain they caused. But they're willing, because losing you again is no longer an option they can live with. They are praying that when they stand before you, your heart will still be open. They are praying that when they speak, your soul will recognize the truth behind their words. They are praying that this meeting won't just be a conversation, it will be a new beginning. Write this to claim it in the spirit. A new beginning is on its way. And beloved, you will feel the shift before it even happens. The signs will become clearer. The dreams will become more vivid. The nudges in your spirit will grow stronger. Don't be surprised if you start sensing their energy more intensely. Don't be surprised if you see their name in unexpected places. Don't be surprised if opportunities appear that could bring you into the same space again. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. They are heaven's way of saying, it's time, and when that time comes, everything will feel different. The air will feel charged. The moment will feel sacred. The words will flow not from the mind, but from the soul. They might say, "I never should have left." They might confess, "I was scared of how much I loved you." They might whisper, "I prayed for a second chance, and God brought me here." If this resonates with you, type in the comments, "I am ready for a second chance." Beloved, this is not just a story about two people reconnecting. This is about destiny reuniting what was meant to be whole. This is about divine timing, bringing together what human timing tried to tear apart. This is about a love that has been protected, preserved, and prepared by heaven itself. So prepare your heart, because when this meeting happens, it won't just answer your questions. It will heal wounds you forgot you had. It will bring peace to places inside you that were once filled with doubt. It will confirm that God never forgot this promise. Tap like if you believe the divine reunion is already in motion. Hit subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you don't miss the next word heaven sends your way. And give a super thanks to sow into this prophetic word and declare that you are ready for the love God has prepared. And as your final act of faith, write this in the comments: "I am ready to receive what heaven has aligned." Because, beloved, heaven is already moving the pieces, and the meeting that changes everything is closer than you think.